Thank you. Ai. So then tired already. Just we play the basketball. Then tired dah. Let's go to our wash hand first. You. I'm gonna go to the room. Betul lah. Wash hand, man. Oh, what's the smelly one? Oh man, what fuck, man? What shit? Let's go. Hi, my name is Ahoy.
Hi, I'm Pavitra. I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Junhua.
Now we are doing a project. The project is sense of smell. The starter guy is Junhua first.
Why do we sneeze? Sneezing is a procedure of expelling the harmful bacteria and virus which has entered the body and multiply themselves during cold or when dust settles on our face. We sneeze because something is irritating our nasal or respiratory membranes.
Our nose not only help us with our breathing, but it is also a sensory organ of smell. The two holes in our nose called the nostril open into a hollow space called the nasal cavity. The mucus lining in the nasal cavity warms and moistens the air before it enters the lungs. The roof of the nasal cavity has many sensory cells or receptors to detect smells.
Smells are actually chemicals present in the air. Food, perfume, and flower release chemicals into the air. When we breathe in, the air passes through the nasal cavity. The chemical present in the air dissolve in the mucous lining and stimulated the sensory cells. These sensory cells send out nerve impulses to the brain which interprets them as a smell. We can get used to a smell. After smelling something for a long time, the sensory cells stop sending messages to the brain. Then we can no longer smell it. The sensitive to smell warriors we individual.
The nose is a sensory organ for smell. Cells sensitive to smell, smell receptors of sensory cells are found on top of the nasal cavity. The nose detects smell in the following way. The first,
the upper lining of the nasal cavity produces mucus.
second,
The chemical vapor in the air entering the nose during breathing dissolves in the mucus. The dissolved chemical stimulates the smell receptors at the top of the nasal cavity.
third,
The smell receptor then
Continue.
不要讲了。
讲过刚刚那一句。
The smell receptor then produce impulses message which are sent through the nerves to the brain.
fourth.
The brain interprets the smell.
When we have a cold or flu, a lot of mucus is produced. The smell receptors are surrounded by these thick layers of mucus, and very little of the chemical vapor gets to the smell receptors. Therefore, the smell receptors do not get stimulated enough to effectively function as a sensory organ of smell.
Thank you. Peace. Hi, Misu.
Alright, bye.
Hi, my name is Chong. My name is Ahoy.
I'm Pavitra.
I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Junhua.